Spring arrives leaf by leaf. It's the end of April 2020, and I'm standing at my bedroom window looking out and realizing that my apple tree is not budding like it should be. The other trees on each side have all turned green, but this one has not. And I have the quick realization that my apple tree has died sometime during the winter, unbeknownst to us, and there was nothing I could do to save it. So 2 years later, we decide it's time to finally cut that tree down. Hi everyone, it's Carrie and welcome back to my channel. We've been on this property for 9 years, and as we've gone along in the last 9 years, these trees have grown, and you don't think they grow very big until you look at pictures of the past to present. I'm going to show you what they used to look like. There's Harper getting a ball. I'm going to show you what they used to look like. In the back we have a good picture then and now, I guess is the right way to say it. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the trees around our property and then show you some of the work that my husband did this weekend in order to help keep our trees that are alive and doing great to thrive, and those that have died, how to take care of them and clean them up properly. So let's go take a look at that around the yard. The front of our yard has a grove of trembling aspen. The name references the quaking or trembling of the leaves that occurs even in a slight breeze that blows through the stand of trees. Down the other side we have evergreen and willow trees. The willow trees are the ones that seem to be struggling on our property. The average healthy willow tree has a lifespan of 30 to 45 years, but that's if the growing conditions are ideal. And so when it's on the acreage, it doesn't always get the ideal conditions as to what each tree wants. So there are a few willow trees along the property line that do need to be cut down. Our home was built in 1998, and so if these willow trees were planted at the same time, that means that these trees are 25 years old, which means that it is possible that some of these trees have just come to the end of their lifespan. My husband comes with all the safety gear required for cutting down trees, and this is because it's something that he's been trained how to do, and so he has the chaps, the hard hat, the eye protection, and the steel-toed work boots, as well as a pair of gloves and a chainsaw that is up to date and well cared for. Once the limbs are down on the ground, he takes the opportunity to cut those into easier pieces that we can use in our fire pit or in our fireplace in the winter time. And here we are for the last tree. I don't know if you've noticed, but Harper loves to follow Trevor around the yard while he's working. She makes sure she stays out of her way, but she loves to be close by him while he's working. And she had a great time carrying away sticks as soon as there was one that was available for her to grab. She loves her sticks, and so our yard had sticks strewn all over it after this adventure because Harper would grab a stick and run away with it and enjoy it and then leave it, of course, where it was. So the next day, Trevor recruited my daughter in order to help him gather up all the wood and put it into the wood piles. So the cut stuff was put into a larger pile, and the sticks we will use to burn into our fire pit. We love to sit around in the evenings and have a great campfire. And so wood is something that we are constantly making sure that we have gathered, that's taken care of, and piled up as neatly as you possibly can when it comes to piling up long branches. And again, Harper thought this was great fun because now she could even find the smaller sticks that were easier for her to grab and run away with. Here she is being a great supervisor and watching all the work that Trevor and Lindley was doing. All in all, the cleanup the next day took about an hour in length because two hands definitely make the work go faster, and Lindley is a great worker when it comes to helping her dad. There's Harper just watching the view and enjoying the shade. Down. And yes, I got this tree for my birthday, knowing that we needed to replace it. So hopefully that position will help it to get a lot of sunshine coming through next to that willow tree that's been here since the very beginning. So this is the pile of branches from all the willow trees and the apple tree we cut down. Is the actual bigger tree limbs and tree branches. That doesn't look like very much wood, but it probably is when you start burning it. And we will, how long does it need to dry for, Trev? Needs a year to dry, probably?
Yeah, but most of it was dead already.
Most of it was dead. Can you see the bird up in the tree, Trev? The last one that got cut down, there's our neighbor's backyard. So compared to some people's acreages, ours is pretty small in size, with it only being 3 acres, and yet an acreage has a lot of work that comes with it and constant upkeep. This house was built in 1998. The trees were planted around that same time frame. They probably were only about knee height. So if it was built in 98, oh man, math-wise, and it's 2023, that means that it's the home and the trees have been here for 25 years. So when we first moved in, I have a picture of the kids laying on a trampoline and the back trees in the distance. And so I want to show you what they look like now. And we think that they haven't grown because time moves on and things grow slowly until you look back and see what 9 years ago the size of the trees were. So anyways, thanks for watching this video, a little bit more entertainment and what acreage life entails for us sometimes. I'm thankful for Trevor and for his skills on the chainsaw, that's something that we don't have to ask him to come do for us, that we can do for ourselves. If you enjoyed this video and the other content that I'm creating, I'd love for you to subscribe. When you like or watch my videos, it helps you know what kind of content that you're enjoying that I'm putting out, and helps you know what you'd like to see more of. If you'd like to leave a comment below in anything on acreage life that you'd be interested in learning about, just drop that in the comments below. Thanks for being a part of this community. You guys make it all worth it. And you have a great week.